Welcome to Dimes and Cents Tales YouTube channel where ordinary coins turn into extraordinary treasures. Today you are going to discover one Liberty Lincoln pennies that could shack you right out of your seat. Imagine holding history in the palm of your hand. A single penny, just 1 cent, resting quietly in your drawer, forgotten in a jar, or stuck between the cushions of your couch. Now imagine that penny is worth over $210,000. Yes, you heard that right. Today, we're going to reveal the unbelievable true story behind the 1963 USA Liberty Lincoln penny, a seemingly ordinary coin that has stunned collectors around the world with its shocking rarity, fascinating backstory, and record-breaking market value. This isn't just about a coin. It's about a lost chapter in American numismatic history. It's about mystery, minting errors, copper purity, and one man's face that changed American coinage forever. This is the full, unfiltered, and eye-opening story of how a 1963 Lincoln penny went from 1 cent to over $250,000. So stay with us, you may never look at your change the same way again. Chapter 1: The Origins of President on a Penny. To understand the value of this 1 cent coin, we need to rewind the clock back to 1909, the year Abraham Lincoln became the first real historical figure ever to appear on U.S. coinage. The decision to place Lincoln's face on a coin was monumental. Until then, American coinage typically featured allegorical figures: Lady Liberty, eagles, shields. But 1909 marked 100 years since Lincoln's birth. The U.S. Mint made a bold move, commissioning artist Victor David Brenner to design the new cent. His profile of Lincoln, facing right, would become one of the most enduring images in coin history, appearing on every penny from 1909 to today. Now fast forward to 1963. The country is shifting. Civil rights marches, Cold War tension, a young president in the White House. It's a moment of transformation, and through it all, the Lincoln penny remains a quiet yet powerful reminder of unity, freedom, and leadership. Chapter 2: The 1963 penny, Denver's production powerhouse. In 1963, the Denver Mint, designated with a small d mint mark on the coin, was one of the most productive branches of the U.S. Mint. That year, the Denver Mint struck an astonishing 1.7 billion Lincoln cents. Yes, billion with a B. These coins were made from 95% copper and 5% zinc, each weighing 3.11 grams. This was before the Mint switched to cheaper zinc-plated coins in 1982. At a glance, the 1963 penny looks just like the millions around at Lincoln's head. The words "I in God we trust, Liberty." The date 1963 and the D mint mark. On the reverse side, the Lincoln Memorial sits beneath the words United States of America and the Latin motto E pluribus unum. Simple, familiar, ubiquitous. But here's where things take a dramatic turn, because not all 1963 pennies were created equal. Chapter 3: Unlocking the Value. Why is this coin worth $210,000? Out of 1.7 billion pennies, only a tiny handful are worth more than a few cents. But one particular 1963 Lincoln cent in pristine condition has been valued by experts at $210,000. Why? Here are the secrets that make this coin a numismatic treasure. 1. Mint state 68, full red condition. Most coins enter circulation, get scratched, tarnished, and lose their original luster. But some coins are preserved untouched, stored immediately after minting and graded by professionals. The 1963 penny that sold for $210,000 was graded MS68 RD, mint state 68 red. That means it is nearly flawless under 5x magnification and retains its brilliant, fiery red color from the copper. Only a tiny number of these exist. And at this grade, rarity meets perfection, sending collectors into a bidding frenzy. 2. Copper composition and pre-zinc era purity. Before 1982, U.S. pennies were made of nearly pure copper, heavy, rich in tone, and now, far more valuable. Copper itself has risen in price, but more importantly, the composition makes these coins collectible and desirable, especially in untouched, full-weight form. A 1963 penny that has retained its full 3.11 grams and hasn't been cleaned or damaged is already ahead of the game. 3. Rare errors and die varieties. The U.S. Mint in the 1960s was not immune to errors. Some 1963D Lincoln cents exhibit rare die clashes, repunched minmarks RPM, and even double die obverse DDO where parts of the design appear shadowed or doubled due to misalignment during the striking process. A 1963D RPM error in mint state has sold for several $1,000s. Combine that with a high grade. You're looking at an extremely rare coin with a very high valuation. 4. Eye appeal and provenance. This isn't just about technical grading. The penny that reached $210,000 had exceptional eye appeal, beautiful color, perfect strike, and an impressive pedigree. Its sale was tracked through a major auction house and acquired by a private collector who views high-end coins as investment-grade assets like fine art or rare watches. Today, it's insured, encased in a secure vault, and considered one of the finest examples of Lincoln memorial cents ever discovered. Chapter 4. What to look for. Could you own a rare 1963D penny? Before you toss your pennies in a jar or spend them without a second glance, here's what you should look for. A real copper 1963D penny should weigh 3.11 grams. Anything significantly lower may be worn or counterfeit. Examine the D mintmark carefully. If it looks doubled, misaligned, or partially punched, it could be a repunched mintmark worth hundreds or thousands. Use a magnifier to inspect Liberty and in God we trust. Any signs of doubling might indicate a doubled die obverse. If your coin still shines with a red-orange hue and looks nearly flawless, it could be mint state red and eligible for professional grading. If you think you have something rare, submit it to PCGS or NGC for grading. For a small fee, you might uncover a massive fortune. Chapter 5. The Market, the Future, and the Legend. The market for high-end Lincoln cents is hotter than ever, with copper value increasing, and collectors looking for tangible assets with historical appeal. Coins like the 1963D Lincoln penny are gaining attention globally, from China to Dubai, from New York to London. As digital currencies rise and paper money fades, coins become more than currency. They become artifacts. They become symbols. They become investments. 1 cent, a symbol of thrift, of value, of American identity, now transformed into a six-figure collectible. This isn't just a coin. This is history you can hold. So the next time you hear a penny drop, don't ignore it. Pick it up. Hold it in your hand. Look at the date. Feel the weight. Examine the mintmark. Because one tiny copper coin could hold the story of a nation and a value beyond anything you imagined. This is the story of the 1963D USA Liberty Lincoln penny, a coin born in a time of change, struck in a moment of history and valued today at over $210,000. And maybe, just maybe, you'll be the next to find one. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Because here on GZ Coins World we turn pocket change into priceless treasures. Stay curious. Stay collecting. Stay inspired. Subscribe for more rare coin stories.